Hello, babe.
Hello, babe.
So we're back in the trailer park.
Back in the trailer park, and today we're going to make a lasagna. So just because you're in a trailer or a fifth wheel, it does not mean we can't use our residential oven to make an incredible lasagna. The world's best lasagna, as a matter of fact. So we're just gonna pan the ingredients to start because there are so many items in this lasagna, so many ingredients. I'm just gonna tell you their measurements and what they are as we're putting them in and making them. And there's a couple of different parts to it. It's a little bit difficult. So you have to follow along and pay attention to me the whole time.
There we go. And we're using a disposable lasagna pan today, huh, babe?
We are.
Okay, here we go. I do need to interject that she's made this a number of times, and it is really, really expensive to buy the ingredients, but it's also really, really good, and it makes for excellent leftovers.
Step number one for this lasagna is making the sauce. Because it takes the longest and has the most amount of steps, we're gonna start by browning 1 pound of ground beef and 1 pound of hot Italian sausage. I'm actually using a little bit more because I had some in the freezer, but that is what you want to start with. We're gonna get that browned in our cast iron, and that's gonna start this glorious sauce. Okay, so I'm getting creative. I'm transferring the meat from the cast iron over to my pot. And things are a little bit more difficult here, but we make it work. Okay, so all my meat is in my pot, my sausage, my ground beef. Now I'm gonna put in a 1/2 cup of onions, chopped.
You bought them pre-chopped.
I sure did. That is one thing I will not do in this trailer. I will always buy chopped onions. I don't want to do it. Okay, so we're gonna do a 1/2 cup, and then we're gonna do 4 cloves of garlic.
Garlic. So you guys, I do have to say that all of these ingredients and measurements are going to be in the description down below, the links down below. Definitely, because it's a lot.
It's a lot, but it is worth it. Actually, it's probably more worth it to have somebody make it for you. So, men, find a lady. Have her make you a lasagna.
What happens if somebody puts in the comments that that's sexist?
Well, it probably is sexist, but I don't really care. Okay, men, make this lasagna.
You're canceled.
Men are too lazy to make this.
Canceled!
Alright, so I'm just going to saute these for a few until the onions are translucent, so probably about 4 minutes. And the garlic is very fragrant, and we're going to throw that in there as our next step.
In the pot.
In the pot. Our onions and our garlic are done. And so we're going to put them in, and then next up we're going to do our sauces, our tomato sauces, and our spices, and then we're going to get it going. And then that's going to simmer for like 2 hours.
So you need 2 cans of tomato paste.
Yeah, so we're doing 12 ounces of tomato paste, 13 ounces of tomato sauce, and 28 ounces of crushed tomatoes. That's going in
big
next.
can, regular can, 2 cans.
Baby cans.
And all that goes in the pot as well.
Yes. Thankfully, I have this baby Thermoworks that gets in these little baby cans. Okay, all of our tomatoes are in. Next up, 1/2 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 1/2 teaspoons of dried basil, 1/2 teaspoon of fennel. That's one of my favorites. Some people omit it. I like it. 1 teaspoon of my homemade Italian seasoning. We'll put that link in there too. 1 tablespoon of kosher salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, 4 tablespoons of parsley, but you should be using fresh. I'm using dry because I forgot to get it. Okay, so we're gonna get this all mixed together. We're gonna turn on the oven. We're gonna let this simmer for 1.5 to 2 hours covered, because it will make a giant mess if it's not. This recipe I learned like 15 years ago. Before I had kids, actually. It was on Good Morning America, and the guy who invented it or made it, wrote the recipe, was on there, and I saw it, and I was like, I'm gonna make that, because I love making lasagna ever since I was little. I don't know why. So,
but you said it has 21 ingredients.
It has 21 ingredients. It's 360 calories per serving, and it takes approximately 5 to 7 hours to make, depending on how quickly you move, and if you do everything fresh by hand, all of that.
And how long you simmer your sauce.
How long you simmer your sauce, yeah.
Babe.
So it takes me about 5 to 7 hours. And the approximate cost, if you're going to buy everything from start to finish, not if you have stuff, is about 75.
No way.
No. This is like 10 years ago. It cost me $75.
No way.
It's probably more now. Well, that's including purchasing all of the seasonings and everything.
Seasonings, the ricotta was like $8.
So it's probably more now because
and the ground beef
is expensive. It's probably $100.
No, I bet it's 50 to 70. You think? I don't know.
Last time I made this for you was probably 3 years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
No, it was like 2. No, you made it.
Yeah. I don't know. Last time I bought it, we had some seasonings and it cost me, I think, $55. Actually, you can go back. There's a video that we've made on it previously, so it would be interesting to see. And we had some of the seasonings. I think it was like 50 or $60 in the product.
Well, hot damn.
That's expensive.
All right,
but it's worth it.
It's worth it. All right, so we'll check back in 2 hours when the sauce has been simmered. So we do have to take a moment to thank our channel members, everybody that has hit the join button next to the subscribe button, especially our top tier channel members. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys.
Everybody that's clicked on our links down below, checked out the merch, all the good stuff. Thank you.
We can't afford things like this lasagna without you guys.
That's right. It has been actually 2 hours and 20 minutes, and the entire trailer smells delicious, like an amazing red sauce.
It is so good. We've been snacking on it. And
so what are you working on now?
So now my big pot is over here with the sauce. So I'm trying to make all these lasagna noodles right here. So I am boiling these.
Okay.
We're going to boil them, and then we're going to let them cool a little bit, and then we're going to build.
So what's the battle plan now? Now the sauce is done. That's taken hours and hours and hours.
The noodles, let them cool. Then we're going to build with our ricotta, our mozzarella, our Parmesan. It's going to be so good.
In our disposable tin.
You don't understand how good this sauce is until you make it.
That sauce actually is really rocking. We've been snacking on it. It actually is very.
It's just the best.
Yeah.
I mean, it blows, I'm sorry, Susan Dantes, any lasagna.
She's going to watch this and murk you.
Out of the water. It's so good. But it's so much work.
The lighting in the trailer is terrible. The backstory is we have a friend named Susan who made a lasagna for me, and it was arguably, it was a freaking fantastic lasagna.
Yeah.
And babe,
love her lasagna.
I do love her lasagna.
It was before we met.
Yes.
That it started.
Yes.
And I've been on the...
And Babe has been on a mission to make a better lasagna. Her lasagna is very good. I'm not saying Babe's isn't. The recipe we're making today, I've had 5, 6, 7, 8 times. It's fantastic. That's the backstory. Babe just wants to be competitive.
It's so good. Ours is good. Susan's is really good.
It's really good.
This one's better.
She's going to come here and murk you, babe.
I know.
We had to turn the lights on because it's getting dark. Because we've been working on this damn lasagna for so long.
All day. Okay, so it's now 4:15. It's been 3 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 3 hours. So now we're going to make the ricotta mix. We're going to put this together, and then we're finally going to cook this baby. Are you ready?
Yes.
We are using 32 ounces of ricotta.
Okay.
1 egg. This is going to be your binder to keep everything together. I think I just saw a shell.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we're going to put some mozzarella in there. Now, you're supposed to use shredded parm, but...
Babe, show the folks.
What? This is what I had.
That's embarrassing.
I don't care. I'm not embarrassed. It's still delicious. And we're going to mix. A little bit of salt. Oh.
Wow. How's your blood pressure? Might want to scoop some of that. You might want to scoop some of that off.
That was a little too much.
Yeah, a little bit. Little bit.
Holy moly.
That's satisfying?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what satisfies you?
It's the best part. I have 2 of these out just in case.
I know you were only supposed to use 1. So, babe, your oven is on. This oven allegedly runs super hot.
Very hot. Yeah.
So what did you set it at? That it runs hard.
250.
So you set it at 250, but it runs like gnarly.
Like very hot.
You're good.
Yeah. I'm gonna try a bite. I don't even like red sauce. I don't like lasagna.
What?
This is the best. Man, you guys gotta make this. Okay, are you ready? So we're gonna spread some on the bottom. That kind of oils it up and lubes it up a little bit. Now, my noodles are very broken.
Why?
Well, because when you're trying to cook them in this kind of situation, it's a little tough. Okay, we got lasagna noodle. Next up is our ricotta. So we're gonna spread this out. Next up is our sauce. And this sauce is seriously, you guys, I can just eat it by myself. I mean, by itself. I mean, I could eat this whole thing by myself, but mozzarella. And then a little parm, and then we repeat until we get to the top.
So sauce, noodle, ricotta mix, meat sauce, mozzarella parm, repeat.
Correct.
First time using the RV oven, you set it at, I'm sorry, you set it at
I set it at 250.
250,
Because I feel that would be best.
but we were warned that this oven runs ultra hot.
Hot.
So if somebody's not cooking
normally-
it in an RV,
Yeah, you're gonna go 375 for like 45 minutes.
you think 375 or a little less?
Are you questioning me?
Are you questioning me?
I am. It is done. It is 6 o'clock at night. I believe we started this at around 12. So it's been about 6 hours. So I'm right. Oh boy. That's so good. I mean, it's not the prettiest because I'm terrible at letting it set. You really should let it set for like 30 minutes so that it does not do this. But we're not going to let it set because we're hungry and we're excited. And oh my goodness. Let me take a bite and let me tell you what I think. Oh my gosh. It is the best lasagna I have ever had. Even when I go places, every restaurant, every person, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be offensive, but it is the best. Save your pennies. Make this. Baby, you want to try it?
No, I'm ready to scarf.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
$1 million lasagna.
You did say there is 3...
What on
What are they
earth?
doing?
Was
There
that a
are-
full construction site outside?
You said there are 3 lasagnas you really like. It's mine, Susan Dantice,
And my mother's.
and your mother's. Okay. In your memory, whose is it? Who takes the cake?
That's a loaded question.
It's a trap!
Yours, babe.
Yeah, that's the answer.
Yes. My wife's lasagna is the best lasagna of all time.
That is right, babe.
There could be no other woman on earth that would ever make a lasagna
That would
as good
satisfy
as
you.
this lasagna.
That's right. Good, babe. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay.
Oh.
I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Mm.
Oh, that is deliciousness.
It's actually really